2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cunningham. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Cunningham to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Cunningham. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
4th down, here's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here's Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. All right, first down. Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Cunningham. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He's going to let it go again. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed...
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Adams. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on. There we go now as they will again try for 2. Jackson now. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's brought down.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the backflip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, 83 yards. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right?
And now here's another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's into the clear. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends and why not?
Look at the big man rumble! And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinator.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.